Hi, and welcome back to Live Well with Dr. Mel. I'm Dr. Mel, licensed physical therapist and holistic health coach. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button. You'll get access to all my free physical therapy tips and tricks. In this video, we're going to go over how to stretch the hamstring muscle. All three parts of the hamstring, the semimembranosus, the semitendinosus, as well as the biceps femoris. If you're ready, let's get started. So I always recommend warming up the muscle before getting into our stretches. So a simple dynamic workout for the hamstring is just bending the knee, bringing our heel towards the butt. And when you're warming up a muscle and you're working it dynamically, you're moving continuously through the full range. So you're bringing your heel all the way up towards your butt and you're moving fairly quickly so you can bring some heat to the muscle. So I recommend doing this until you feel nice and warm. You feel that heat in the back of the thigh. Beautiful. And then the first standing series I want to show you, you can just use the chair, step back away from the chair, get your feet nice and straight like the number 11, and then you're just going to hinge from the hips, sticking your tailbone back, leading with the chest. And go down until you feel a nice stretch in the back of that hamstring. It's important to keep a slight bend in the knees. You never want to hyperextend the knee. You want to keep a slight bend and sticking your tailbone back. You'll feel that stretch right in the back of that hamstring muscle belly. I recommend holding it for at least 30 seconds. The next one is turning our feet out. Turning the feet out will allow us to get the inside of our hamstring. There's 3 hamstrings. So the inside one is the semimembranosus and the semitendinosus. So in order to get those, we got to turn our feet out. Same thing, hinge from the hips, sticking our tailbone back. Perfect. So at least 30 seconds there. If you have longer is always better. The longer you sit in a stretch, the more it's going to release. The last one is turning our feet in, pigeon-toed. That's going to get the lateral aspect of our hamstring, our biceps femoris. And it's so important to stick that tailbone back because the top of that hamstring is connected to our pelvis. So the more we stick that butt back, the more you'll feel the release in that hamstring belly. Beautiful. I also want to show you how to stretch it in seated position. For those of you who may not feel comfortable in standing, you can always do it from the chair, no problem. So sit at the edge of the chair, try to sit with a nice tall spine. Place your foot out in front of you, flex from the ankle, pressing the heel away, keeping your thigh contracted, but don't hyperextend the knee. Keep a slight knee bend. Hinge from the hips, chest lifted. Hold here for 30 seconds with the foot in neutral. Then I recommend turning it in to get the lateral aspect of the hamstring, as well as turning the foot out to get the medial aspect of the hamstring. At least 30-second holds in each position. Make sure you do both sides. So you can also stretch the hamstring from the floor. If you can't get on and off the floor, you can do this in your bed. Just extend one leg out nice and straight, flex the other knee by placing the sole of the foot on the thigh. Hinge from the hip, getting a nice stretch in the back of the hamstring. For those of you who are a little bit more flexible, you can go a little bit further, maybe holding the calf or even the ankle or reaching for the toe. Hold for 30 seconds with the foot in neutral And then I would perform it with the foot turned in as well for 30 seconds, as well as with the foot turned out to get all three aspects of the hamstring. Remember, if you're not that flexible yet, just sitting here tall may be enough for you. That's fine. As you do this longer and you keep consistent with the stretches, eventually you can get further and further and further until eventually you can reach the toe and get all the way down. I hope you enjoyed the short stretching routine for your hamstrings. And if you're looking for more stretches, go ahead and check out my stretches for sciatica video, as well as my stretches for hip flexor video. Also share with any friends and family who will benefit. Stay healthy and well. See you next time.